There it is. Hi guys, it's your pal on wheels, Corey Hot Wheels, and as you can see, I am in a Red Sox uniform. Yes, my childhood dream, baby, come true. Just like Jason Varitek, Manny Ramirez, and my all-time favorite, David Ortiz. Corey Thomas, that's my middle name because I couldn't get Scarberry, is a Boston Red Sox. I love it. Oh, this makes me so happy. I'm going to have to import this to the show 25. And I just, oh man, I cannot believe it. Man, this guy's got a lot of questions. I tried doing this at the beginning before I even played. But, as you can see, there's my stats for, today's game. I actually hit a grand slam in this game. I started to broadcast this, but my camera was all messed up, so I had to fix it. Oh, but man, oh man, I'm speechless, you guys. I cannot believe it.
Welcome back. You're watching MLB Network in Studio 21.
We got Robert Flores and the legendary Tampa Bay Ray, Carlos Pena.
During your career, what does it mean, especially for the first time also?
It's a huge honor, Robert. I remember in 2009 just feeling this overwhelming gratitude because you dreamt about getting to the big leagues, right? That was a huge goal of mine.
Oh my gosh, I still can't believe it.
The best of the best at the highest level. So it just meant the world to me, and you would be for it.
I did make the majors one other time in MLB The Show. I think it was 17. Yeah, I made it to the Pirates. But I just playing for the Boston Red Sox, man. My childhood team, my all-time favorite. I would say my all-time favorite sports team. You know, the Boston Red Sox have always been near and dear to my heart. I mean, I cannot believe it. Now we are in LA, baby. I think it would be cool with being, because I'm a two-way player. Be cool if Shohei Ohtani and I had a duel. Who's pitching? Bobby Miller. Oh my gosh, I am pitching! Oh, and it's like we have a Mookie Betts, former Red Sox. He was on the 2018 World Series team. Alright, recording out. I'm gonna try. I hope I can do it.
That's third.
But hey, we got him out. We got him out. That's all that matters, baby. That's all that matters. I'm at a big time, baby. I'm pitching in Dodger Stadium.
And there are two outs.
As you can see, I have my Red Sox hat on. I had to wear it for this special moment. Oh, I want to say something real quick. I just seen on YouTube that my WrestleMania recap had 117 views. Guys, that is crazy. And the gameplay I did of Evil Dead is sitting at almost 350. You guys are amazing. That is awesome. You know, that just boosts my confidence. You know, when I struggle, you know, and I make these YouTube videos and I get so discouraged when they don't get a lot of views, and then you guys just watching my content, man, it is so special to me. I can't thank you guys enough. That is absolutely awesome. I am so stoked, and you guys are what's driving me to keep doing it. You know, I've been busy a lot, you know, going to baseball games and stuff, so I haven't had the time I'd like to devote to YouTube, but I just want to say, guys, you guys are awesome. I greatly appreciate it. I mean, that is just, oh my gosh. You guys don't know what that means to me. And I just struck out Shohei Ohtani. This is like, this is shaping to be a really good day.
Popped up to the left in the foul ground. He's got it. And then quickly drew away.
So, I want to talk to you guys about something. Did you guys hear about, Xbox raising their prices on my hardware and stuff? Like, the Series X, like the vanilla edition, the launch one, is going up to $599. $100 increase, guys. Like, that is insane. Like, I'm sorry. I love my Xbox Series X. Don't get me wrong. I've had one since it launched. Like, I got it on launch day in 2020. And as much as I love it, and I think it is a great console, I don't see it being worth $600. Like, you haven't even upgraded it. And the 2 terabyte Galaxy Edition is, what, $729 I saw? Like, that's insane. I mean, Microsoft, you know, they're just not selling hardware. I mean, this is not the 360 generation anymore. Oh. Did I hit one? Oh, shoot. Darn it. Hit it down. Gave up home run. But anyway, like, unless they're like, but I do have a theory. Okay, hear me out. In my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you know, I've heard that, like, with the next generation, they're going to launch a machine that has Windows on it, right? And Xbox is having a showcase coming up on the 8th of June. Just a few days after the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2. My thing is, I wonder if they're gearing up to put Windows on the Series X consoles. Because, oh God, did I hit a, oh shit. Oh crap. Man.
It just got out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they jumped out front. It's 2-1. This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run.
Anyway. Because let's look at some stuff like the ROG Ally. And I don't have numbers in front of me, so I'm just guessing. So if I'm wrong on prices, please correct me in the comments. But, you know, you have stuff like the ROG Ally that goes for about $700. You know, so I wonder, like, I'm not condoning the price increase, okay? Like, I'm not. But, oh, please do not give up another homer. But, like, I wonder if they are gearing up to put Windows on the Series X's, because And I think, personally, that would help drive sales because, you know, you have all these games on Steam, right? All these indie games that go on Steam that are very good games. But a lot of people, you know, cannot afford the price of building a PC. And, you know, and I don't think a lot of in my opinion, a lot of the hardcore PC fan base is going to change their mind and buy an Xbox just because it has Windows on it. But, you know, for casual gamers that, you know, want to dip their hands in PC, but don't know about it enough, you know, because we're seeing where Windows PCs are becoming more consoleized, that they're making it easier for people to jump in the realm of PC. So, you know, I think even somebody who has an awesome gaming PC, I love my PC, but, like, you know, I get, you know, like the free games from Prime every month, the free games from Epic. You know, I don't have a huge Steam library. My Epic library is probably my biggest because of all my games, but, you know, like the free games I've got. But I just think it would be cool, you know, to be able to play those games natively on a big TV. You know, because, like, the PC, you know, you gotta start it up. You gotta get everything set up. You know, it's not the most convenient process. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I think having a PC and an Xbox hybrid where you just start it up with a controller, you could use Windows with a controller. I mean, I just think it would be a game changer. Now, I think the Xbox, like, I don't think it would be a full-fledged Windows PC experience. I mean, you know, like, I don't know how easy navigating the web would be with a controller, but, like, you know, you can already hook up mouse and keyboard via USB for some games. So, like, you know, for somebody that is not a big computer nerd that just wants to play games on Steam, you know, because Steam has excellent deals on games, and then take advantage of the free games via Prime Gaming and Epic, I think that would just open up a whole new realm. You know, like, would I get rid of my gaming PC? Absolutely not. Like, I don't think the Xbox will ever compare in feature-wise to a fully custom-built PC. But, you know, I think for a lot of gamers that just want to play the games that, like, are exclusive to Steam, you know, I think that would be a good enough experience for a lot of people. And especially the fact that you have a disc drive. So you can also play games on disc. So, you know, I mean, yes, we know that the disc doesn't contain the full game, yada, 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 yada. But, you know, it opens up more options for people. You know, so I think it would be a really cool idea and really cool concept. You know, and maybe they'll start by having it, like, optional, you know, where you could switch back between Windows and Xbox. Because, you know, it's going to be buggy at first, but I think it would just be a really cool concept if done right. But I mentioned physical games, right? And there's a talk, you know, a lot of people are upset with Nintendo because they're doing game key cards, which means instead of having the full game on the cartridge, you're still going to have to download a portion of the game, which is what we've been seeing from PlayStation and Xbox for the last decade. You know, even when you go and buy a game on disc for the PlayStation or Xbox, this started with the PS4 and Xbox One generation, the full game is not on that disc. Like, you know, like, take a game like The Crew, for instance. Right? You know, it was an online game and Ubisoft shut down the servers. So even if you have that game on disc, it's not going to work because, you know, Ubisoft, there was no offline mode for it. You know, everything was connected via the internet. So, you know, and look at Concord, you know, people would buy it and then Sony shut down the servers because it was a massive flop. So even the disc, you know, you might get to the startup menu, but you're not going to be able to launch anything in the game. So anymore, you know, people that are, you know, pro physical media, and I understand why, but, you know, it's just like YouTubers like RGT85 and Rich Tomorrow have said, you know, and I would recommend going and watching their videos because they have all the statistics and, you know, all the articles that talk about this stuff. But, you know, everything is going digital. Like at my local Walmart, I kid you not, there was, I believe, at most a dozen games for the Xbox in the case. And a lot of those games were on Game Pass. So it's like, and you know, like, I was at another Walmart location about 30 minutes away from me, and there were some games that had good deals that I was interested in on disc. But it's like, for the most part, unless that's a massive sale, you know, even me anymore, somebody that started this whole channel on unboxing movies and video games, it's like, am I going to want to drive 30 minutes just to pick up a video game when I can, you know, just download it? Because there was even a GameStop, you know, 30 minutes away from me that just closed its doors on the 12th of April because they weren't getting enough business. So now the closest GameStop to me is a mall location about 45 minutes from me. And you know, and if I'm just in there browsing around, like I'm at the mall anyway, and I find something on sale, sure, I'll get it. Like, I'm not saying I'm never going to buy a game on disc or cartridge again. But, you know, when stores are not carrying it, and people have to drive nearly an hour to get to a place that has physical games, especially with the price of gas these days, are people going to want to do that? You know, when you could just download the game onto your PlayStation, onto your Xbox, onto your Switch, and play the game. You know, like, I find, especially, you know, because I'm wanting, like, you know, the gold editions of games that have all the DLC and everything with it. You know, so it's like, anymore, I'm downloading a lot of the games. You know, so, unless I find it for a killer steal, you know, like, because I like all kind of games. So, you know, like at the Walmart that was 30 minutes from me, Like I found like there was a copy of, I think it was one of the Hunter games, and I can't remember the exact name of it. It's not called The Wild. It's like Hunting Simulator or something. I can't remember, but anyway, it had the complete package with it, you know, like all the DLC and everything. Like, yeah, it's a disc game, and they're only charging $20 for it. Which I'm like, okay, you know, that's a heck of a deal. But
And a pop-up, right side,
you know, we all know that not everything's going to be on that disc. There's going to be, you know, stuff you got to download. You know, there's got to be updates. You know, so yeah, sometimes you can get good deals on, you know, on disc-based games. But keep in mind, guys, the whole game's not on the disc. You know, 9 times out of 10, it's not.
New arm out of the bullpen, Brennan Bernardino. So 2 down, and next for the Red Sox, Corey Thomas. Swung on. That's back there. Out of here.
Nice, got a home. But anyway, you know, so I feel like for a lot of people, it's just getting harder and harder for people to justify going and buying a physical game, because you're not getting the full game on disc. You're only getting maybe a couple gigs, and, you know, stores are just lessening and lessening their selection of video games because people don't buy them. You know, a lot of people don't buy discs. And is it sad? Absolutely. You know, I got a collection of games over there on the shelf that I'm proud of. You know, but anymore, you know, because, and I'm starting to believe that, you know, the next generation of consoles, you know, they're not going to come with disc drives by default. I mean, maybe they might add like a detachable one, you know, similar to what the PS5s that are manufactured now has. But, you know, it's just, like, everything's going digital, guys. I mean, and that sucks, you know, for collectors. You know, prices are going up. I mean, gaming is getting to be a very, very expensive hobby. You know, it just, and, you know, in times where, and I'm not going to get political, but, you know, times where people, you know, got to prioritize, you know, bills and groceries. You know, people buying video games, it's just going to be more and more selective. Am I going to get a Switch too? Absolutely. Am I excited for it? You betcha. But, you know, I'm not going to be able to buy video games at launch all the time. You know. But, you know, those are just some of my thoughts on the gaming industry and where things are going. But, you know, I want to know what you guys think. So if you guys want to drop some comments down below, that would be, and want to talk about it, that'd be awesome. You know, let's have a discussion in the comments, but please, let's keep it respectful. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So, you know. let's just keep it respectful, please. Haven't watched a lot of wrestling this week. I just haven't really felt like it. I'm gonna catch up on it here soon. TWA is having their Nate Thompson Memorial show this weekend, so I will definitely be recapping that, you know, soon after. I'm going to try to do it on Sunday afternoon because I don't have anything going on, so I'm going to try and get that done Sunday, but we'll see. But, yeah, let's recap this MLB debut. Not my best outing pitching, but, you know, we're getting there. We're just starting, so.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board in 6-4. One pitch.
But I'm doing all right at the plate, so.
You say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When you're lacking velocity, it's critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. When you give them a home run right
I just still can't believe I'm playing for the Boston Red Sox in the major leagues. That is crazy.
He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. He's 3 hitting legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now.
Dives and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it.
Nice.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he's squared up.
Ah, right to it.
Throw not in time. It's second and middle of all. Great hustle to get back.
Nothing you can do with those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
First and second, 2 outs. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. Swing and a high ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and that is out number 3. First and second, 1 out. Now it's going to be Corey Thomas.
All right, let's end this game here.
Turned on, foul, wide third.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say, insurance. No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul.
Come on.
Ripped on a line to center. Snags it for the second out. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's a long process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you do. Thomas had a sensational showing in the win. 2 homers on the day.
Really impressive work at the dish, but he gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one. And that's really all you can ask him to do.
All right. We'll finish this series out with the Dodgers.
Corey Thomas up next to the Red Sox.
So yeah, like I've been telling you guys, I've been going to a lot of ball games as of late. I've been going to a lot of Ohio Bobcats baseball and softball games. My cousin is a pitcher for the Ohio Bobcats softball team. Shout out to my cousin Mikey Living. And you know, I've been going to a lot of Beggs High School baseball games. You know, the coach gave me one of their team hats, so very appreciative of Coach Pat Martin for that. And, you know, I was at the game yesterday, and a lot of the team noticed me being there a lot, and they talked to me a little bit. So I'm glad I could be there for those boys and cheer them on. And, you know, I'm going to try to go to a game Monday if I could get, you know, services from my inclusion staff to take me. But I'm definitely going to be at senior night on the 13th, and then I'm going to Ohio University baseball game on the 10th, and they're giving out baseball cards. So if I'm able to get my hands on some baseball cards, I will definitely do a video unboxing those cards for sure.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Gotta feel good about that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back.
Come on, Devers, knock me in.
On the screws.
Just a weak fly ball this time.
In my opinion,
And there's one away. Throw, and it gets away. Here's the second baseman, Vaughn.
what I was saying was I think Rafael Devers is the next David Ortiz.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Nice line drive on the pull side. Let it out front. Just stayed through it nice enough. Whipped it into the outfield.
Righty delivers. Strikeout there.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there. Not getting the call. Probably should have gotten it, but didn't let it affect his focus. And he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 2 down, and stepping in for Boston, Corey Thomas. He's already over here in this one. Right side, in position. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Thomas played brilliantly despite the loss.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't into a win, he really made an impact. Great job with this one.
Well, guys, Dodgers series is over, so that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and me talking about my thoughts on the gaming industry and me taking you guys through my first series as a major leaguer on MLB The Show. So, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.